these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep style, I'm a wild out.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Tony. Oh, boy.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
All right. 18. Speed left.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're gonna have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Omaha.
First carry of the game here for the Central Michigan rookie. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Ryan Branch getting there for the tackle.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. That's completed right side. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun now, 1st round. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
48-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Teslaw there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
So the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Here's Stroud now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
All right. 19. What's up? 19 Texans.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. It's on target to Williams. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. We'll have it at their own 30 after the interception. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. First down from the 41. Back to work after throwing the pick. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it on 3rd and 9.
19. What's up? Hubby. Why, Tony. Hey, Uno Mars.
Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Oh, right. Where's the hot? 18. What's up? 11. Hey! 19 Texans.
3rd and long for him here. Checks it down to Gibbs. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Field goal would have been 49 yards, Brock, but they want to go for this instead.
All right.
Send the tight end in motion.
Under.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. And that was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Up to the right. 118. Hey. South.
To the air, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Stroud to throw again on second. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
Riley Patterson on for the Lions field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Patterson is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Let's go.
Run on first down. Here's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes it off. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Pressure coming. It's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves him with third and short. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know.
Brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll be first down, Houston.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Green. 2-2.
Play action now, Murray. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Second and 6 at the Lions' 14-yard line.
They'll run now on second down. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So third down coming up.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
2-2.
Murray on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Another one for Gibbs. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. On the move, hit it right. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. When you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 38-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Big A's open. Big A's open. Hey. Forward. Come on.
From the gun, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Again, it's Murray to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
2nd and 10. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. This one's out to Noel, left side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Caught, nice gain left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Sending them on the dive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. He's going deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, if the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Makes the score Texans 21, Lions 3.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Quick, right?
Shotgun now, 1st round. Hits him on the out route. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On first down, it's Gibbs. Has room down the left sideline. There it is, touchdown, Detroit! The Lions start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
Lions 10. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prom. That paper baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Trying the right side. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Gets it to him on the screen. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He tosses right to the short side. He finds space into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 3-possession game. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got a man downfield. This is Jackson. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Blitz coming first round. Screen here for Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he comes through big here. 9 yards and second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back-to-back carries here. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and closing on him for a loss.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They give it to him again. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our third quarter. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. He's dropping back to throw. ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Slot man motioned over. Putting a receiver in motion. Air it out on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 12.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's a design run. Still has some space inside the 35. Running down the left side. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Let's go now.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Gould on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now Murray on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got a man left. On the move, past the 40. Here he goes again. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Lions 17.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Kicked out by Marte Maku.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Play straight ahead. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, Mosley, you see it, Mosley.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. The Texans set to punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
35-yard line. For a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Offense in a hurry up here. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Through and breaks away. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Quick throw right side. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Man in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either getting it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead.
Lions 17.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Again, it's Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
I know they say it any time he comes up with an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Downfield, and Tisslaw has it. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Lions,
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans grow their lead yet again.
Texans 52, Lions 24.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the Texans. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes